Hello friends, what if I told you that 2000 years before the invention of microscope, ancient healers had already mapped out our gut microbiome? How did these ancient sages develop precise dietary protocols that mirror contemporary microbial diversity research? We are uncovering the shocking ways of traditional wisdom, predicting the complex symbiotic relationship governing our bodies today. The Charaka Samhita did not just guess, it detailed invisible pathogen called Krimi and prescribed the fermented probiotic to balance our internal ecosystems. It is a time we bridge the gap between Sanskrit text and modern biology. So let's find out more about this. So in the Charaka Samhita, one of the Ayurveda's foundational texts composed nearly 2 millennia ago, the Sanskrit term Krimi is introduced with remarkable foresight. Charaka used Krimi to describe a living organism that could be either visible to the naked eye or maybe imperceptible and existing beyond the reach of human sense. It is both ways. So this distinction is extraordinary when we consider that the microscope would not be invented until 17th century. Yet Charaka already hinted at a hidden world of a minute entity influencing the health and disease. He differentiated between visible parasites like worms, lice, and other organisms that could be directly observed and the subtle pathogenic form. So these were categorized as sahaja, that means in English, innate, naturally occurring within the body, and vakarkika, that is arising from external disturbance or imbalance. So in essence, Charaka was describing two classes of microscopic life, and these symbiotically coexist with us, and those capable of causing disruptions. And his framework suggests an intuitive grasp of what we now call the microbiome, the vast ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms inhabiting in our body. Fast forward in 2026, modern science has mapped these microbial universe in astonishing details. We now know that the human body hosts trillions of microbial cells, outnumbering our own human cells and shaping everything from digestion and immunity to moods and cognitions. So the Sahaja organism Charaka spoke of resonate with today's understanding of beneficial gut flora, while the Vakarika aligned with the pathogen strains that trigger disease when balance is lost. Thus, Charaka's vision was not merely metaphorical, but a profound anticipation of biological truth. His insight reminds us that the ancient wisdom often carried seeds of scientific discovery, waiting for tools like microscope and genetic sequencing to confirm that intuition and observations had already perceived. So in connection Ayurveda Krimi with the modern microbiome, we see a continuum of knowledge, ancient biohacking manual that recognize the invisible ally and adversaries within us long before the science could name them. So friends, if you have reached this far, please inform us from which city you are tuned in and which language you are watching this video. This will help us to determine the reach of our channel. So let's continue with our discussion. Now, the Charaka Samhita's reflection on Krimi remind us that the ancient physicians were not merely actually cataloging the ailment, but probing the unseen force that shape human health. So, by distinguishing between visible parasites and subtle categories of Sahaja and Vakarika, Charaka anticipated the dual nature of our microbial companion, some essential to life and others disruptive when balance flatters. Today, in 2026, we recognize these as the microbiome, a trillion cell ecosystem that governs digestion, immunity, and even emotional well-being. What Charaka intuited through the observation and philosophy, modern science now confirm with sequencing and microscopy. The continuum between Ayurveda's wisdom and contemporary biology is not a coincidence, but a testament to the humanity's enduring quest to understand the invisible world within us. So it is, in essence, ancient biohacking and early recognition that health lies in harmonizing with the unseen multitude that makes us who we are. So this is for today. We have come to the end of this discussion. Please like and subscribe our channel, and also we look forward for your comments on this topic, and we see you in the next one very soon. Till then, take care. Bye.